is on the growing exchange of words between prominent political and religious figures in the country. A recent statement by Cardinal John Onahika criticizing the country's political direction have drawn a sharp response from Daniel Bwala, who accused the respected cleric of being more political than spiritual and of rooting for Peter Obi. He said, and I quote, "You are more political than spiritual. You are rooting for Peter Obi." Daniel Bwala actually fired back at Cardinal John Onahika. Daniel Bwala tackles the Reverend reverse Catholic, talking about John Onahika, alleging that some Catholic church institutions are rooting for Peter Obi. He said, and I quote, "Cardinal Onahika wasn't speaking for Christians, he was speaking for Catholics, the very institution rooting for Peter Obi. In fact, likely the institution where Peter Obi also sets in 2022 takes back our country. Therefore, the cardinal is more political than spiritual, and not all Catholic members are supporting Peter Obi. The president was well within his right to disagree with the assertion as regards Nigeria's economic base purely on fact, statistic, and number put into context. Ironically, the Saint priest will rebuke their members if the members said we are suffering or we are poor. They will tell them to rather say we are doing great and we are rich even when we are suffering or poor. Well, there is a body comprising all Christians, including Catholic and Catholic Bishop Conference, and that body's position is neutral and should not be so. Should be so. Otherwise, it is political. That's according to Daniel Bwala. Now, the statement came in response to this interview where Cardinal John Onahika actually granted to Arise TV, Arise News in Abuja. It's a TV program, a television program. Cardinal Onahika discussed a meeting between the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He revealed that the president dismisses the bishop's concern regarding economic hardship and insecurity, claiming instead that the economy was doing fine. Onahika warned that if things continued this way, Tinubu will not win the 2027 general election. Now, the big question is that what does this latest war of word mean for Nigerian political discourse? And should religious leaders openly comment on governance and politics, or should they remain strictly focused on spiritual matters? These are some of the big questions that are begging for answer. And where should the line be drawn between civic engagement and partisan politics? Now, many have actually argued this issue, and it is important that we now open this conversation because the statement made by, or the interview granted by Cardinal John Onahika after meeting the president to actually discuss the issue, the hardship Nigerians are going through, as I actually explained to the president, and the argument that ensued, according to him, when he granted interview to Arise News in Abuja, said that the president is not in tandem with reality because it's results to more or less an argument, because they are trying to let the president know the hardship going on and how the government of Tinubu remain hell-bent on just winning election without recourse to a free, fair, and credible election, or without giving a platform for the opposition to actually come into the competitive game and compete favorably, and of course without intimidation. So this plus more, the bishop have actually explained that these are the conversation that transpired between them and the president. But at the end of the day, from the explanation, from the interview he granted, it appears that the meeting ended in a deadlock because they couldn't reach a meeting point where they will all agree that yes, Nigeria or Nigerians are going through hardship. They couldn't agree that yes, insecurity is escalating. The president said security situation in the country is improving, while the cardinal, the priest, the bishop, sorry, actually said that insecurity is ravaging the country and Nigerians are going through hard time. But the president maintained the stand of the government that economy is drastically improving, and you now have the spokesperson of the president, Daniel Bwala, and even Bayo Onadiga coming to lambast and condemn the bishop, saying that his comments or the stand of the Catholic Church is purely in support of Peter Obi's candidature ahead of 2027 general election. So where did you stand? How do you see this statement from Cardinal John Onaiyekan and the response, the backlash he received from the spokesperson of the president? So this is the conversation today, and we want you to come in. No insult, no let's be very civic, and of course discourse or have a conversation that will now transform Nigeria. Most importantly, as we are going into 2027 election, let's have reasons where we should continue with what we are having as government, or give reason where we have a change of government based on the reality on ground. That is the discussion. So you can join the conversation by calling our telephone line by the telephone number 09138579001, and of course you can drop your comments on our Facebook page at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MZFM, and it shall be read here. You can as well follow us on our YouTube channel at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV. You subscribe to the channel by commenting or like, so you could have more of our programs. So that is the conversation. Cardinal Onaiyekan's stand, the spokesperson of the president, Daniel Bwala, have actually attacked or fire back at Cardinal Onaiyekan, saying that his comments were purely in support of Peter Obi. Do you agree with this? Let's begin to have your own view and opinion. Hello.
Good morning, Usman Apaya.
Good morning, Mr. Bute.
This is Mr. Bute from Janayama, Ushishi Estate.
You're welcome to the program.
First, with the religious leaders remain prayerful, or should they talk about politics,
yes,
or how our governance? To me, the answer is yes or no. Religious leaders should not remain only prayerful. They should also talk truth to the face of the government. Prayer without action is nothing. It's actually vanity. If you are praying for God to help, then you should be able, if you can have access to the president, tell him the truth. Every day, sometimes when you people, even in the studio here, you keep on blaming that the president is surrounded, is a good man, but he's surrounded by psychopaths. But look, sometimes the president wants to hear what he wishes to hear. And people that come there to tell him what he wishes to hear, he keep on saying yes, yes, yes. If you come there as a press singer, he will like you, he will welcome you. Yes, the president, people and everything is going all right. Even insecurity, it has gone. No more. Yes. Tell him that nobody is suffering in Nigeria. Your government, this is what he wants to hear. To be praising him. You have done well. You have tried. But the moment they begin to tell him what is going on, what the masses are facing as a result of either fuel subsidy, which is one of the policies, and some of the policies, the tariff and the tax that is much imposed on people, and how they are suffering, how businesses are crumbling, then he wouldn't like to hear that. It's unfortunate. And the man, Daniel Bwala, is not a new person, or you should know him when he was not in government, when he was in opposition. See the way he do condemn Tinubu. Now that his opportunity, has opportunity to benefit from the government, and you see the way he's supporting it. So sometimes some of them are psychopaths, greatest press singers, and the people like religious leaders and traditional rulers. These are people that really should tell the president or any president, not just any president, the truth, no matter how much it pains or bitter it is. But unfortunately, most of them are traditional rulers, some of them are praise singers. May God continue to help Nigeria and help the Bishop Conference and help him too to speak truth to power. And even all other religious leaders to join faith. May God help Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bute, for that wonderful contribution. You are more political than spiritual. You are rooting for Peter Obi, Daniel Bwala, fire back at Cardinal 𝐏𝐿. Now, should religious leaders remain apolitical or stop making political comments or dabble into governmental issues and remain within the spiritual cycle, or should they actually come in when there is issue? That is the conversation. We want to hear your own opinion as Daniel Bwala fire back at Cardinal 𝐏𝐿. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead and make your contribution. Oh, I think it's a connection. Please do well and call us back. 09138579001. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning. And certainly, it's network. Please do well and call back. 09138579001. Hello.
Good morning, Usman Apaya.
Good morning, Comrade Ahmed.
You see, Daniel Bwala is just trying to do what he has been assigned to do as a spokesman to his principal. But Usman Apaya, it's high time if those that are within the corridor of power and those that were elected cannot say the truth to the government, the elite, the clerics, should come in, whatever there is need, to chip in just the way Cardinal 𝐏𝐿 said the truth to the president. Only few of clerics can say that. Majority of them, once they have their feet at the Aso Rock, the music will change. But you can see what Cardinal 𝐏𝐿 said, the bitter truth to the presidency, even though I know to the face of the presidency, looks somehow. But that's the bitter truth. Nigerians are suffering. They are hungry on the land. But sometimes you always parading yourself, going to the presidency unnecessarily without inviting for national meetings that will be of benefit to your people is what always brought to slap to their faces of those that visited having personal interest. But if you have this kind of clerics who are bullied to say the truth to the government, I think only few of them will say it. So I'm not disappointed. Or let me see, I'm not clear when Bwala came in and saying all what he's saying. He's just cooking on the unripe fruit. They are still in the pot. Let's see how it will cooked. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Cardinal John 𝐏𝐿 recently had meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he actually criticized the policy direction of this government, but that have been greeted with fire back at him by the spokesperson of the president, Daniel Bwala, who said that 𝐏𝐿 is only being political, not a spiritual leader, and he's waiting for Peter Obi. What do you make of this, two statements? Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead and make your contribution. I can hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please. I think you having network connection. If you can change direction and of course or switch if you have another line. Probably the line you are calling is the one having problem. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Apaya.
Yes. Engineer,
Good morning once again.
Engineer, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome to the program, Engineer Alassane.
Yeah, best people and the best radio.
Thank you very much. We appreciate.
Apaya, once again, we appreciate Badeggi Radio.
Thank you very much
for this wonderful presentation.
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong for Cardinal John 𝐏𝐿 and his team going to tell the president on what is happening. This is a respected cleric, religion cleric. It's more close to people. If you can look at the number of people that go to his church, Apaya, you will know that this is a very good and a strong man. It is what he sees and what people are telling him. Then he's now using this opportunity to come and tell Mr. President that this is what people are undergoing. Nigeria is bleeding. Apaya, who will say Nigeria is not bleeding? Is it not just yesterday that a high judge who was kidnapped, 50 million was paid as ransom? Apaya, is Nigeria not bleeding? What is happening? Look at what is happening in Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Borno. Okay, now let's come back to my own state, my dear state. In Zunsi, we have about 8 local governments. All the 8 local governments, there is no local government that bandits don't have issue with people. Some part of Zumbi, if you look at Rati, Shiroro, Muya, Paikoro, Gurara, Tafa, there are few communities that I'm telling you now they cannot go to farm. Is Nigeria not bleeding? Mr. President, I'm sorry. If a high religious cleric can come and tell you the truth, and for your response, and you show that you are not happy, Nigerians will decide 2027. That is my take. Nigeria will decide. It's going to be between Nigerian masses and the president himself.
Yes.
Because those close to you are not telling you the real truth. Then if a high delegation of people like this, they did not come to say, give me money. But rather, what people are telling them, they come to let you know, because you have been caged by the Kabas. They don't allow you to hear the antics of Nigerians. And you say Nigerians are not bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding, frankly speaking. May God save us.
Amen.
But I want to tell all these political office holders that abin da ka shuka fa shi zaka girba. You guys are taking an oath that you are coming to us to safeguard the lives and properties of Nigerians. You provide security. Apaya, are we having enough security? We are having security issues in our country. So, Mr. President, please, it is not late for you. It is not late. And to the spokesperson, thank God the last caller said it. We all know who is Daniel. When he was not given that opportunity. Then you cannot tell the truth. And people coming to say the truth, you are kicking against them. 2027, inshallah, Nigerian masses will decide. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, the conversation is on the statement credited to Daniel Bwala, where he fired back at Cardinal Onahikan, who actually spoke true to power to the president. He said Nigerians are going through hardship. Nigeria is bleeding, and the president said Nigeria economic is improving. And the spokesperson of the president said that Cardinal Onahikan is not acting as a spiritual leader, is actually more of a political leader who is rooting for Peter Obi. What did you make of this statement? 09138579001. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. We can hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you. If you can hear me, just go ahead, sir. Once just own your...
This is Mr. Sunday calling from Mina.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Sunday.
Any leader that refuse to embrace the truth or not to accept the truth from a religious leader, that person doesn't meant to be a leader. In fact, the bishops that went to...
Go ahead, we can hear you. We can hear you. Once you call, and even if you can hear, once you just answer, if it is 09138579001, you dial, and it's been answered, just go ahead and make your contribution. It's Badeggi Radio Link, and we are the conversation is out there for you, and you can contribute. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Hello.
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. See, if you are listening to the radio now, once you call and your call is being answered or is being picked, go ahead and make your contribution. We can hear you. It's probably the network in your area is not giving you the feedback, but people listening can hear you. Hello.
Hello, Apaya. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Hello.
Hello. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Apaya, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
My name is Wale Ibrahim from Okada Road.
Well,
I think 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 deserves every accolade. He deserves every praise. As a matter of fact, for me, as a person, he's a hero of the year 2026 for having said truth to power.
Wow.
Take it or leave it. The Catholics have always said the truth to power, whether a military regime or even a civilian regime, when they see things going wrong. They are about the only people that come out directly as a unit, as a team, as a group to go and approach whoever is the president, whether a military man or a civilian, to tell him the truth. This is what so many people in Nigeria cannot do, including the traditional institutions and our Muslim clerics. Who is that Muslim cleric that you think will go and confront the president and tell him what Cardinal 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 has said? There is virtually none. The spiritual leader of the Muslims in Nigeria is the Sultan. Just last week, he said Nigerians are doing very fine. When his people there in Sokoto can no longer sleep with their two eyes closed. When his people in Sabon Birni, in Issa local government, in Ela, and so many other local governments are being ravaged by banditry. He said he's doing very well and that he's the second time and that he should be voted for. Is that not a sign of hypocrisy? And he said he's a Muslim and he's a spiritual leader of Muslim. The Catholics have done precisely very well what they're supposed to do, and even with their numerical strength, there are over 1.5 billion Catholics in the whole world. The Muslims are just about 1.2, 1.3 billion. You understand? So saying truth to power does not take anything away from you. Otherwise, instead, it even increases, your respect, your integrity amongst people. And for Bwala, you cannot put Daniel Bwala and 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 and people will vote for Daniel Bwala. Nobody would even vote for him. Nobody would even, accept him as, a true leader. He's just there, been there, doing the bidding of his master. When he was with Atiku, there was nothing. He was about the only person that has even destroyed the credibility of Tinubu in Nigeria, from his certificate saga, to his school saga, to his Chicago saga, to his drug issue. There was nothing he didn't say about Tinubu. But today, because he's, whining and dining with the president, he's coming out with that statement. He cannot challenge, 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 even in the church. And what he has said is a direct representation, not only to the Catholics, but to the entire Nigerians. There's no Nigerian that doesn't know that there's insecurity in the land. There's no Nigerian that doesn't know that people are suffering. Why was it that President Trump said that we're a country of particular, concern? Why did Trump say that we're virtually a trash country? All these things are part of it. Hypocrisy, psychophancy to people in power. People cannot sit, watch, look at the, those in government and tell them the truth. This is what 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 has done, and I think he deserves a round of applause from all Nigerians, irrespective of their regional, tribal sentiments or religious sentiments. To me, he's the hero of the year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Wale Ibrahim, for that very, very apt contribution. Yes, he said the Catholic Church and their bishop have the record, even way back during the military era, for speaking truth to power without fear or favor. And it's not a new thing, and you have actually challenged the Muslim cleric of not speaking truth to power. And you've just said what you heard about 𝐒𝐸𝐈𝐾 Muslimi, who actually said despite the killings in his own state, but he said we should give the president a second chance. Yes. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from, please?
My name is Yapo.
Yes.
So the issue, hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead. Just make your contribution. I think it's network. Like I said, when you call, just go ahead and make your contribution. We can hear you. 09138579001. Hello.
Usman Apaya.
Yes.
You see, the last caller has done justice to this program today. He said everything. Just last week, the Sultan came out and said Nigerians are doing better. Whereas John 𝐏𝐸𝐈𝐾 came out to say the truth, then what is going on in Nigeria? It is now left for you to know who you are giving your mandate 2027. If you allow them to buy you or tell you all sweet things, it's left to your own.
Yes.
The reality is on ground. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ahmed, for that wonderful contribution. 09138579001. The conversation is on the statement made by Daniel Bwala, where he actually fired back at 𝐏𝐸𝐸, who went to the president and speak to power, and the presidency is not happy about that, and the backlashes is coming from the spokesperson of the president. What do you make of the statement from both sides? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Fire.
Good morning, sir.
This is Mr. Sunday calling.
Okay, Mr. Sunday, welcome
for
to
my
program.
own, my own point of view, for what the cleric did was right. In my own town, they said an adult man can never be in a house and a goat die on the roof. When things are not going well, it's meant for the elders, for the religion leaders to stand up and speak. Many of them always, feel to keep quiet because of maybe they don't want what the government will give them to just pass them by. They have spoken their mind, and we Nigerians should open our eyes. As they went to president to tell him what is right, and he refused to embrace the truth. So it's left for him. It's better for him to listen. If there's any wrong thing in it, than to sit them down and ask, what are the things that we're supposed to do? Then we discuss it. Then he can also constitute a team of people that will move around. If he thought that people are telling him these things that happen where they are telling the truth, he can constitute people that will move around and go to state and ask and bring evidence to him to see. But he decided to say everything is working well. If things are working well, how would they come and be telling him that things are not working well? Even the people in his house, I believe they also told him that if things are not working well, it's better for him to think and know what he's doing. And also we Nigerians to think and know that it's not about a religion, it's about having a competent person that can listen to the cry of the people. I could remember when Taiba was the governor here, he used to come to the radio house and ask him as the president, the leader of the whole Nigerians, supposed to listen to what people are telling him. And I also call for the Muslim clerics to do the same thing. So that will not be as if it's only one part of the religion, the people that went to talk to him. Let it be balanced like that for him to know that truly people are suffering, people are passing through challenges. Thank you. That is my own. And let us be wise for 2027.
Thank you.
Know what to do
Yes.
and get it right.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
religion away and believe that the person that will carry us to the promised land. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. 091385790001 is number to call and make your voice heard on this program. Hello.
Hello, Fire.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm back again.
Yes.
You know, there's an adage in Hausa that people said, abin da tsoho zai gani yana tsaye, yaro ko ya hau ice ba zai hango shi ba. Kuma abu bai lalacewa a society da akwai da kai. So why I'm saying this, Mr. President, he needs to calm himself down and listen to people that are ready to tell him the truth. Apaya, let me use my own local government as a case study. Precisely, Alawa.
Yes.
Alawa, this is 3 years now that people left that community. Nobody is in Alawa as I'm talking now. If you know somebody who is from Alawa, please, you can put a call across to him and ask. Is Nigeria not bleeding? If someone can leave his own ancestral community because of an insecurity, we have a question to ask. Apaya, Niger State has the highest number of federal roads. Number Lapai Age Bidamokwa 1. Mokwa Makera Tegina Binungwari 2. Mina Tegina Kwantagora 3. Kwantagora Makera 4. Mina Suleja 5. Apart out of this road I have mentioned, which one have you seen federal government has intervened? Then somebody will now come and tell us that things are well in Nigeria? No. So I'm saying this, please, Nigerians, let's open our eye, let's shine our eye and go for integrity and competency, transparency, honesty, and vision for a better tomorrow. That is my take. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Engineer, for that wonderful contribution. Once again, 091385790001 is the number. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Papa. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning to you in the studio.
Good morning.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from. Oh, I think we're having network glitch there. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from. Just go ahead and make
Good
your
morning.
statement. Yes. Go ahead and make your
Hello?
contribution, please. We can hear you. Go ahead and make your contribution,
Wow.
please.
Hello?
When you call, if you're listening to the radio, when you call and your call is being answered, just go ahead and make your contribution. People can hear you. Hello.
Usman Matthias, Mr. Putue calling back briefly.
Okay, go ahead and make your contribution once again.
What I expect to hear from President when the bishop visited him is to ask, what can I do? This is just a simple question. Swallow your pride. They say Nigeria, anytime they say something is bad or something's happening, you feel, you say people are hungry, you say people have been very long, people have been hungry for long. You say insecurity, they say there was insecurity before I come in. Can't you fix it? If something spoils and you say I have a solution they give you, can't you fix it? Must you be blame game all the time? Yes. These people came to you. These are highly respected people. And like 𝐏𝐸𝐈, somebody over 80 years. Then, what do you think is looking for? They didn't come there to look for money, to anything, but they tell you this. They ask them, my Lord, what can we do? What can I do? Then, probably, they might have idea on how to share with you. But you refuse to listen. You feel all is well. And again, look at the way what is just because this is what you can do and go and claim more allowances. Stop that. Nigerians are suffering. You tell the president that appointed you there, didn't appoint you for you to be singing for him. Tell him the truth. Unfortunately, anyway, that is what he wants. He doesn't want to hear the truth. So that's why they are singing like that. May God help him and help Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, like I said, the conversation is on the statement maker or the backlash coming from Daniel Bwala on Cardinal John Onahika, who actually told the president that Nigeria is bleeding and economic hardship, but he said that the spiritual leader is politically inclined rather than being a spiritual leader, and of course he said he's rooting for Peter Obi. Let's hear, because somebody actually said even him, Daniel Bwala, has one actually criticized the president. Let's see one of those his comments he made on those days when he actually have different view about the president, so that we see whether what Cardinal John Onahika said is act of way. Let's listen to Daniel Bwala before he actually joined his government, what he actually said about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
What singular thing has Tinubu done that suggests unity? This was somebody who said, I never believe in Nigeria. This was somebody who, now he does not have the capacity. What did he do in Lagos? The 𝐴lpha-Beta, his company, took over the state revenue collection. If he took over the do in Lagos, the 𝐴lpha-Beta, his company, took over the state revenue collection. If he becomes president, FIRS will be taken over by 𝐴lpha-Beta. Now reflect other things. When they say his wife supplied diesel, translate it to the national. When they say his son managed billboard, translate it to the national. It becomes a dynasty rather than a democratic government where everybody will have a feel of Nigeria.
So that is one of those statements made by Daniel Bwala in the past, and Cardinal Onahika is talking about microscopic few individuals enjoying, and Nigerians, a large chunk of Nigerians are actually going through hardship, and Daniel Bwala actually fired back at Cardinal, and he too in the past have actually made this type of statement where he said the country resources is actually been diverted, or by a few individuals. He accused the president and his wife for that. So what did you make of all this statement coming from political side and of course from the religious point of view, all tilting towards having good and credible government in the country? Hello.
Hello, good morning, Usman Apaya.
Good morning, Mr. Adekunle.
Thank you for this wonderful topic you brought to the table. You see, it's so unfortunate, so sad that the cleric, religion leader that have a long of talk of follower went to the Mr. President to brief him in the situation of the country, and this issue of Buhari is not happening, that everything is quite well. You see, religion leader, traditional leader, they are so very important in nation building. You cannot push them in one side because they have a lot of followers within their community, just like religion leaders today now. Let me just say example now, Apaya. Like a reverend or a pastor now have a follower of 200 in the church. And one day suddenly he's in the church to make a program, he now see only 40 followers. And now raise a question, I have a 200 follower, why am I saying 40? And the other people there remain down. Now say, it's because the hardship that is happening in the country, people can no longer transport to come to the church to worship. Is it not a problem within the country that the religion leader will not see to humble himself to go and meet the leader of the country, to breathe in on the situation of the country and the nation? And now, Buhala is now coming out and now criticizing the religion leader. You see, Buhala's statement is not a surprise and it will not be a shocker to Nigeria because we know who Buhala is before he came to the government. And we know why the government are even bringing Buhala to the party. And now that is just what the Buhala is doing now. Criticizing, maybe try to defend even the government when things not totally well. But one thing I want the leaders in this country to know that whatever anything they do, they should fear God. And you see what the religion leaders are doing now. If they don't do it, God will ask them. We should understand. If they didn't do it, they didn't spoke like this, God will ask them. Because they control the congregation of a lot of people, and people are suffering in the country, and they are saying it. And the leaders say everything is well. When it's not even well with the family, with everybody, with even the Christian, with even the Muslim. So what the religion leader does, if the other religion leader can even take this step in the right direction like this, I believe the Mr. President will come to the right sense to know that something is happening within the country. Because 2027 is around the corner now. You see, is it the people that actually is biting will go and elect you back in 2027? And now you are disowning the evil religion leader and you are not telling them that everything is well in the country. Apparently, nothing is well. And what the religion leader are doing, it is the right step in the right direction, and it's only God can bless them. But for Buhala is just working for his own pocket and for his own interest and his own selfishness. And time is his limit with Tinubu. That's my take. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Adekule. Let's take it to the Facebook. We have this message coming from Sani Baba. Sani said, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to you all in the studio. I wish you the best this morning. Thank you very much. Aisha Jibril said, best of luck. Thank you very much, Aisha. And Usman Alabi Muhammad said, the Catholic bishops actually did well. They speak truth to power. And this is how it's supposed to be. One thing that is hindering the progress of Nigeria is sentiment, religious and tribal sentiment. Thank you very much for that one. 0913857900. The conversation is on the growing exchange of words between political leaders and, of course, religious figures, where Cardinal John Onahika visited the president along other bishops, and they spoke to truth to power to the president, one of which is that Nigeria is bleeding and there's hardship. But the president had a divergent view. Daniel Buhala, the spokesperson of the president, came to fire back at Catholic bishops. So what do you make of these statements? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm not surprised that Tinubu that he rejected the bishop comment. After all, he told us he's a stubborn politician. So why do you have to worry about his statement when he rejected Nigeria?
Is it all about being stubbornness? Being stubborn, sorry.
He told Nigerians he's a stubborn politician.
Okay.
So how can you advise a stubborn politician?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. I'm with you.
Yeah, he said he's a stubborn politician. So
yeah.
When he's denying Nigerians really not be a surprise for us.
Okay.
So if we take our own wisdom, use our voters card, whether to continue with it or not. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for that contribution. 091385790001 is number to call and make your voice heard on this program. Hello.
So, good morning, Elijah Paya. I think I will just speak on. I don't seem to be hearing you. This is Dr. Santeli Benjamin.
Okay, go ahead.
Speaking from Mina.
Yes.
You know, this topic is very wonderful, as I was privileged to speak on the local program yesterday of your version.
Yes.
Okay, let me use cleric, whether Christian or Muslim now. Every leader has an honorable duty for accountability
yes.
to God Almighty that entrusted them with that power.
Yes.
And just as I said yesterday, if you go to Ezekiel chapter 18, the Bible tells us there that if you see a sinner or somebody that is going towards destruction, it's your duty to tell him that, hey, this path you are treading will lead you to destruction. If you don't, if the person eventually goes and gets destroyed, God will ask you that refuse to tell him, and that is what the pastors have done. You know, speaking truth to power is one of the basic things of religious leaders. So the Boala there that is saying is more is more partisan than I think he has his own opinion. And I also want to tell him, the Boala, that in Matthew chapter 12 verse 36, the Bible says God will judge every word we have spoken, and even the intention for which we have speaking there. I know everybody now has attested to the fact that there's hunger in the land, there's difficulty in the land. So what they need to do is to come and find out. I know they already know. Then the Boala man again and his team, I want to tell them, the Bible makes us understand, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world? If Tinubu puts everything good in your destiny and you end up dying and going to hell because of your responsibility. It's very unfortunate that because of the mundane things of life, people can cajole and then, trade with their soul. Look at the case of Moses in the Bible, which the Muslims call Prophet Musa.
Yes.
The Bible records that he couldn't get to the promised land, not because of his problem with God personally, it's because of leadership, which is very unfortunate anyway. So the point I'm trying to make here is, as leaders, in fact, the Malam said, Al-Isharatul Takabil Hakilabi,
yes.
in the multitude of counsel, there is safety.
Yes, yes.
So irrespective of whoever comes to you, whether Islamic or a Christian leader or whoever, what you need to do is that this is a counsel. Let me look into it. How well is it? How good is it? And then fish out of it, and then there will be safety. But it's unfortunate. And then why he is using Obi is because they knows that they all know that Nigerians easily get carried away on the ground of religion. Now, why is he saying? Why is he referring to only Obi? Why not Atiku that is under opposition? You see, these politicians, I just pray that God will not allow them die the way they are thinking, because the Bible says every intention of man will be judged by God. Are you with me, please?
I'm with you. We're listening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this very, very wonderful contribution. You know, they did very deep analysis, and of course, want to appreciate the pastor for taking us down, religiously and spiritually. And of course, even the one of the hadiths of the Holy Prophet said, when you see something going wrong, then you should prevent it using your own hands. If that is not, obtainable, it's not, condemn it with words. And if that is not actually possible, then you condemn it from your heart. But that is the wicked part of one's faith. Yes, I think that's from the Islamic point of view, and we want to appreciate Pastor for taking us, from Christian point of view. Nigeria, our country, and we want to appreciate our clerics for actually speaking truth to power. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Paya.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Yes.
Thank you for this interesting topic.
Thank you very much, sir.
What I expect, the Christian side has spoken the truth, and it affects all of us.
Of course.
What one expects is that the Muslim clerics or the Malams also, you are laid a hand that what they say, they support them. This sends a very serious signal to government that it's everybody that is concerned about what is going on. But sometimes we keep quiet. It makes us look hypocritical. And if you look at the whole thing, it is this part of the north, especially the Muslims, that suffers more. So I wonder why some of these things people keep quiet about. So I advise very strongly that each time a group or individual comes out to speak, let us all go out to support the statement. That sends signal that it is all over the place. And this is very important as far as I see. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution. Yes, the last caller said the conspiracy of silence must be stopped. And as we have the Catholic Church bishops coming from the Christian point of view to actually speak truth to power, they should have their Muslim counterpart coming to actually join the crusade so that the voice could be amplified so that the president will know that it's not a particular religion who is actually feeling the brunt of the heat of what the Catholic bishop have actually told him. Yes. Hello. No, we lost that call. 0913857900. I think we'll be taking our last call of the day. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Abdullahi from Tunga.
You're welcome to the program, sir.
Please, I think the president should not really do that thing very well because it shows no respect for our spiritual leaders. But we are not too surprised because I don't think he's spiritual too. As he says, a Muslim and he cannot recite Surah Al-Fatiha. You know? So some people, I think, they should have respect for our leader. This wouldn't go there to beg for anything. They went there to assist him, telling the pulse of the public. But just shutting them down and disgracing them is not wasn't fair at all. So I think he should be more religious. If he's a Muslim, let him think like a Muslim. If he's a Christian, let him think as a Christian and respect our religious leaders.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, respect for religious leaders is very, very important. As you know, these religious leaders are carrying the message of God. And like what last caller have said, the bishops actually went to the president to help him by telling him the true situation of the people, because they are the people who have actually having daily engagement with people. People come to churches, their churches to actually explain or complain to them. They are very close to the people, and that is why, as leaders, religious leaders, they took the message of the people to the president. But unfortunately, as the last caller have said, the president turned them down, which is very, very disastrous to the political direction of the government. The president should have actually listened and appreciate them for speaking to power. And again, other section of the people are saying that just the way the Christian leaders actually went to the president and speak to power, they too should actually emulate or lend their voice so that it will going to be a harmonized voice that will speak true to power, so that the president will know that we are united in terms of moving the country forward. I believe the leaders who went to the president did not actually went there for their own personal aggrandizement, because the message is out for people who can think to know that yes, it is the message of the people that they convey to the president. We hope and pray the president will review the visit of the Catholic Church bishops and of course act appropriately, so that as we are going to 2027 general election, but the president should actually have something to tell Nigerians where they believe in, so that this Muslim ticket, because one of the issue they actually raised, Nigeria is a secular nation where you don't worship, rule based on the teachings of religion, but based on the constitution, who actually have respect for religion. So I think it is important that the president will have to think twice on the visit of the Catholic bishops and any other visit like this, that people will come to speak for people, not for their own personal gain. Well, listeners, we want to appreciate you for your time. For close to an hour now, we'll be having this conversation. And we believe that all the contribution you have actually made here will actually have been heard by the authority who